The
declare open this public hearing. Resumption in public. Thank you, Mr. Dolan.
Just a clarification of the discussion we were having about the relationship between CASA and the ATSB in terms of sharing of information at various levels, including potential action that CASA might or might not be taking. The bit that I didn't draw clear and would be happy to provide to the committee if it wishes, we have a memorandum of understanding with the Civil Aviation Safety Authority, which is a public document that explains how that relationship of information sharing is managed. That might help to put some of that information in context. So happy to supply it to the committee if that's helpful.
Well, thank you to ATSB for their evidence today, and that concludes your evidence, and I now call the next witness. Thank you very much. Are you familiar with the conditions? Yeah, I think I better start from the beginning because I'll just go from, this is a public hearing and a Hansard transcript of the proceedings is being made. Before the committee starts taking evidence, I remind all witnesses in giving evidence to the committee they are protected by parliamentary privilege. It's unlawful for anyone to threaten or disadvantage a witness on account of evidence given to a committee, and such action may be treated by the senators as contempt. It is also, of course, a contempt to give false or misleading evidence. The committee prefers all evidence to be given in public, but under the Senate's resolutions, witnesses have the right to request to be heard in private session. It is important that witnesses give the committee notice if they intend to give evidence in camera. If a witness objects to answering a question, the witness should state the ground upon which the objection is taken, and the committee will determine whether to insist on an answer. Having regard to the ground which is claimed, if the committee determines to insist on an answer, a witness may request that the answer be given in camera. Such a request may, of course, be made at any other time. I would ask you to stay behind for clarification for Hansard purposes for a couple of minutes after the conclusion of your evidence. So I would like to now welcome Ms. Monique Neeteson-Lemkes. Is it somewhere near it, is it?
Neeteson-Lemkes.
For the Hansard record, could you give your name and the capacity in which you appear today?
I appear in my private capacity, and my name is Monique Neeteson-Lemkes.
You have lodged submission 52 with the committee. Would you like to make any amendments or additions to that submission?
I would, Senator, if I may, my opening paragraph of my recent submission, if I may just clarify that I'm employed full-time by Jetstar. I have left that out.
Thank you very much. Do you wish to make an opening statement?
I do, if I may.
Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, Senators and esteemed colleagues. My name is Monique Neeteson-Lemkes, and I'm employed full-time by Jetstar as a domestic flight attendant. I've been in this role since 2006. Additionally, I've been a workplace delegate for the Flight Attendants Association of Australia for 4 years. I stress that I make this submission in my personal capacity, not on behalf of the Flight Attendants Association of Australia. I'm here because I believe Jetstar uses unsafe rostering practices. These unsafe practices lead to fatigue, which in turn increases risk in flights that many in this room travel on. I'm here also because it seems my company doesn't listen. There are unanswered Oscars, personal conversations ignored, and the list is very long. I'm here to state in a protected environment my concerns. Jetstar have demonstrated numerous times that they take punitive action for those who raise concerns. The disinterest in our feedback means we have to elevate our concerns. This is why I'm here today, and I welcome this inquiry and my chance to correct that which is so dangerously broken.
Is that your opening statement?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Senator Xenophon.
Ms. Neeteson-Lemkes, thank you for your submission. you've set out in your submission concerns about fatigue, but before we get to that, I received recently an email from the partner of a Jetstar flight attendant that raised a number of concerns, and one of the concerns was that sign-on time before flights has been reduced to fit in with longer duty periods. What do you know about that? In other words, the email went on to say the expectations from staff is that the flight attendants arrive to work 20 to 30 minutes earlier than sign-on to complete all their pre-flight duties in their own time, so duty periods aren't exceeded on longer duties. Now, does that ring a bell with you?
Not exactly as you've phrased it just then. Only circumstances where you would appear or come to work a bit earlier than your sign-on is if you're doing your annual performance check, and you get that done. If you're referring to reduced sign-on, are you referring to reduced sign-ons where rest is reduced from the night before to meet requirements?
Just signing on time before flights, though. Is signing on time before flights?
There is a provision to reduce that, yes.
So reduced from when you started work at Jetstar, is it now reduced in terms of sign-on times?
Oh, no.
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 So it's the same sign-on time as previously?
Yes.
Effectively. Okay, that's good. Did Jetstar cabin managers ever have the authority to stand down staff if they felt they didn't have the required knowledge during the pre-flight briefing?
Always, yes.
Is that still the case?
Yes.
So you're not aware that there's any company memo to